was just a random ricochet, but Sakamoto corrected him, explaining that the bullet had a peculiar spinning trajectory suggesting it was designed specifically for ricochets. The assassin smirked. Exactly. This is a triple dimension ricochet bullet impasse. To track, Shin glared at him. You said we were friends, but now you're trying to kill us? Don't be naive. The assassin replied, we're mercenaries before we're friends. When I look down my scope, all I care about is hitting my target without hesitation. He fired 3 more shots at them. Sakamoto and Shin darted away, dodging as the bullets ricocheted unpredictably. They continued running while the shots came from every angle, but Sakamoto expertly evaded them. Eventually, they found cover behind a staircase. Meanwhile, the assassin reflected on his past failures in running races, losing fights, and never excelling at anything. He had never been able to stand beside his friends because he was incompetent at everything. Everything except one thing: sniping. It was the only thing he excelled at. Determined to prove his worth, he had approached the elite assassin guild, claiming he would become their best sniper, but the guild's recruiter dismissed him. Sniping alone isn't enough. You need to be well-rounded. Assassins don't choose their tasks, they take what's given. He also recalled an incident when he had been sent on a mission with only a knife but had been unable to wield it properly, failing in close combat. He had been knocked to the ground while trying to flee. Eventually, he had been relegated to meaningless office work. Another assassin had taunted him, telling him to quit since he wasn't cut out for the job that night. Dejected, he had received a job request to assassinate Sakamoto. If I complete this mission, I'll prove to them all that I belong. Snapping back to the present, he aimed once more at Sakamoto and Shin. He fired, but they dodged again. Shin, sensing his thoughts, spoke up through the assassin's earpiece. Turn off your mic. IV heard everything. His voice turned sharp. You don't need to prove yourself to them. You need to prove yourself to yourself. The assassin ripped out his earpiece. You're trying to shake my confidence with words, but it won't work. Meanwhile, Sakamoto picked up a small stone and with precise force hurled it at the assassin's rifle. The impact shattered the weapon completely and sent the assassin crashing to the ground. Dazed, the assassin stared in disbelief. I can't kill this man. He's too strong. Back at the competition, the announcer declared Team Sakamoto the winners. They received their prize money later. Away from the crowd, the assassin broke down in tears. I'm even terrible at sniping. Now, I'm not good at anything, Sakamoto reassured him. Don T say that you're an incredible sniper, one of the best I've ever seen. As they prepared to leave, Shin handed the assassin his share of the winnings. It was a ridiculously small amount. The assassin frowned. This is my cut. Shin smirked. You caused too much damage to the city. Back at the store, Sakamoto's wife confronted him. So you won the prize but spent it all on cleaning up the city. She sighed but smiled. At least you're okay. Shin turned to her. Tell me, how did you two even meet? She thought back to the past, recalling how she had first met Sakamoto in a store where he had been shopping. He had fallen for her, instantly smiling. She said he had the biggest, sweetest smile in that moment. Sakamoto imagined himself stabbing Shin in the neck with a knife for reading his wife's thoughts. He simply warned, don't ever do that again.